direction you want this so it has complete coverage. Sky is air. You breathe that air. If you paint a flat sky, it looks like a wall. You can't breathe that wall. So you don't want an even coat. You want some a little lighter, some a little darker. It feels like particles or atmosphere. So it's not so perfect. So, there's whatever's dirty on the table is going to join my painting. All right, on the easel.
Is that important to use the flat top brush?
A wash brush.
Yeah, wash brush.
Any big wash brush for coverage, but something that's firm for what I'm going to do with it next.
Is it just a little bit wet or very wet?
It's wet. It's not damp. So.
Can I touch?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Wet, but not damp. So if I stop, it's not going to instantly dry. I want it wet. Okay. So now I'm going to go to my color. This only works, I said, if you wet it. It won't work if you don't wet it. Okay. So now we do this. Maybe I don't have enough paint. Let's see. I want a middle value. So the whole thing gets covered. And you have to do it right away. This is why you need the color waiting for you. Don't mix after you do the water. The paper will be dry. You don't want dry paper, it won't work. So have the color right away. Everywhere. It'll smooth itself out and look like atmosphere. I promise. And I'm going to maybe make it a little darker. Do I have one? Okay. I want it a little darker. The darker, the more contrast. If this is something I cared about, I wouldn't have so many streaks because I wouldn't have. But if I move fast, I can smooth out my streaks. You could also, like I'm doing, put cool one area and warm in another area if you want. Say like sun is coming through, you can have two different temperatures at once if you want. Good exercise for your arms. Alright, so I think this is getting okay. Alright, so now I'm going to let it sit a minute and soak in. Don't wait too long, but if you go to the next step too fast and the paper's too wet, it fills in.
Yeah.
So you have to wait a minute. Okay, this is the fun part. Your camera. Put wadded up paper towel, not too big, not too small, in the water, and squeeze it out as much as you can. So it's just wadded up organic mess. You don't want it nice and neat. You want little pieces sticking out everywhere. Because I'm going to make clouds. So I'm going to put, and so you lean on the paper and you make these nice organic, soft edge. Clouds are soft edge. You wouldn't want to draw a cloud. It would look like a, and then clean your brush, clean your paper towel, because I just put paint on it. And I'm moving it around to make some clouds. Doesn't it look like clouds?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's flying in the clouds, having fun. Now, see these dark spots? That's because there's too much paint on here. So I have to get another one, clean it out every once in a while. and you can pick up these dark spots. Go back in, press and twist. You're pressing and twisting. Move this around, find clean spots. So this is fun. And you can take your time with your clouds. They're as big or as small as you want. And they don't all have to be pure white because clouds are moving. So some are thin, some are solid. So just take your time with your clouds. And there's little ones going by, some little ones going by. All right, now I'm going to get my brush. Has to be down. Pull it out. And I'm going to lift out him. Because he's going to be a different color. I don't want him lavender. I might leave this back part's in shadow. I'll leave that. But this wing is in front of the cloud. So I'm going to lift out this whole wing because it's in front of the cloud. Wet the brush, lift it out. So now I'm lifting out this light because this is going to be a color. The back one, as I said, will be dark. In shadow. His stomach, I want it in shadow, so now I'm going to put, maybe I'll use my small brush, and I'll put some shadow on his stomach with the purple. Maybe I'll put a little bit of shadow underneath his face to give him some form. And maybe as the wing bends, I will give this a little bit of shadow. So now I'm paying attention to this. Not as dark as the sky. Yeah, that's the sky. Oh, this is sky. I need some more pink in my sky. Well, the clouds over there. Sorry. Maybe I'll put some. This is negative space. I'm fooling myself. I can't see what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, so now I just messed up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself some more sky. So I'm going to put some sky color. So if I want the clouds, the sky to be a little darker now, I can go around my clouds, soften my edges, and make my sky darker if I want. So maybe I'll have a darker sky. Anyway, I can keep fussing and fussing, and I will while you're doing yours. But when this dries, then I'm going to paint the color of the bird over it. Okay, so now you have the general idea, and I have little pieces everywhere. And you will get little paper towel pieces because this is terrible paper towels. So you can go back and you can pick them up when they're dry. They'll just pop off. And you can go back with your brush, and if you want it something whiter, with your clean brush, you can go back and scrub and blot and get it whiter. Okay? All right, so this is lifting up hard edges, soft edges. This is a hard edge, so I just use the edge of my brush and clean that hard edge. And these are soft edges. Okay? So have fun.